Yeah, so what I wanted to ask is, like, how do you feel about self-love?
I don't know if I have a lot of self love. I know, okay, this sounds bad, but I've gained a lot of weight. I used to be really into working out. Like, I loved growing muscles. I loved working out. I still have muscles. Like, I can still tell you how much I can press. I press over maybe 200 pounds. I can leg press over fucking like 300 pounds on the like a machine. Like I do free weights. I used to love working out, whatever. But in that self love type of way, to answer your question, I used to love myself a lot more when I was physically working on myself. At the current moment, I haven't really worked on myself. Like let's say, like, in perspective, like, I haven't gone to the gym, right? I bulked up, if you want to be in like that gym terminology, whatever. But I bulked up, so I haven't gone to the gym. But self love wise, I loved myself more when I was more physically fit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, can I ask
Like,
another
I loved
question?
myself more when I was so much more like confident in my body. And I feel like confidence is a lot in your body, so you feel more confident about yourself. Because you're like, oh, I look good. So I feel good, so that means I can project more goodness, right? Like, if you want to land a job, you have to dress for like what the position you want, not who you are, whatever. Like, if we're bringing like in terminology, whatever, like what you learn in fucking school, or like in any way, like, they're like, oh, you want to dress for success, like, you want to be who you're not. You want to, okay, yeah, you want to be who you're not, so like you can land the job,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think all that makes a lot of sense. Can I ask another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, Pretty sure you'll make sense of this. You can ask me to clarify if I need to. Like, uh, to me, it sounds like you're like speaking like about half of my question, because I'm talking about self-love. So you did hit a lot of it, but like kind of half, if that makes sense. So
What's the
that's
other half that you
so
want me to talk about?
to me that feels external. So how do you feel about the self-love going on internally? So you talked about kind of like physical and like the external world and
I feel like
values and
my
that. So
my
how's the
physical, how
internal?
I feel, is how I look. And at the moment, I don't feel really like that self term, love, whatever. Like, I feel like I could look more at my best. But beforehand, I feel like I looked better beforehand when I was more working on myself.
Okay.
Is that like the question you're asking for?
Um, Uh, so like, sorry if I talk weird. I just do. Like my observation is that you deflected.
Okay.
So essentially, like I asked you basically to go inward, and you stayed outward. So here's a maybe a way to think about it, if it'll help you think about it. To me there's like four things to keep in balance with a person. There's your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual being. So, we're talking a lot about physical. Your mental is, like you said, kind of tired, kind of wired. Not
Yeah.
not 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 what it could be, not 100%, but it's ticking.
Yeah.
And so we haven't really talked about spirituality, and I don't think I want to yet, unless you bring it up naturally. But maybe like emotional love, like the self love emotionally. Like, how do you feel about yourself emotionally? Because what I would like guess, without you saying, if it was just a person, is that like if they gained weight and talk about kind of like their self-image and stuff, and that being something that they know that like they have a derivative from, it kind of means that you're like focusing on that. So like, to me, the world's telling you to focus on that, and that's like the world. So like in your mind or whatever, like when it comes to your emotions towards yourself, like this is why I said it could be a sad question. Like, because it's, I hate myself, I love myself, I could do better, being in the middle, but then you still have self-love to be in the middle, because you're not like uber depresso, you know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
just trying to gauge like more that, like your kind of inward self-love. So I think I totally vibed off what you were saying with the physical because it makes sense to me, and it sounds like you know yourself in that way, so that's a strength, right? So yeah, I don't know. It could be confusing. It could be like something we just I don't know, just let go because it's like confusing, but yeah, those four like kind of categories like so. Anyways, I kind of like burped myself on that one. Like, what do you want to say?
It's honestly okay. You expanded the question